ball of mass 5 kg rests between the two inclines 30 degree and 45 degree. We have to calculate the normal forces. Now for this sphere, there will be a weight which acts in the vertically downward direction, which will be equal to mg. There will be a reaction force over here in this direction, which will be equal to n1 due to the first incline, that is 30 degree. So its angle with the vertical will be equal to 30 degree. There will be another force which acts due to the second incline, that is 45 degree incline. It will be in this direction. Let it be equal to n2. Its angle with the vertical will be equal to 45 degree. If I write down only the, if I mark only the forces over here, so n1 will be in this direction, whose angle with the vertical is equal to 30 degree. mg is in vertically downward direction. n2 is in this direction, whose angle with the vertical is equal to 45 degree. So now if the body is at rest, the total horizontal force and the total vertical force should be equal to 0. Now before we go into the total horizontal and vertical forces, let us resolve the n1 and n2 in the vertical and horizontal forces. So now over here, this will be equal to n1 cos 30, this will be equal to n1 sin 30. Similarly, this will be equal to n2 sin 45, and in the vertically downward direction it will be equal to n2 cos 45. So now let us resolve the forces. The total upward force will be equal to the total downward force. So first, and the total force on the left will be equal to total force on the right. Let us first resolve for n1 and n2. n1 sin 30 is equal to n2 cos 45. Okay, total force on the left is equal to total force on the right. Now n1 divided by 2 is equal to n2 divided by root 2. So over here n1 will be equal to root 2 times n2. Okay, n1 will be equal to root 2 times n2. Let this be the first equation. Let us write down the second equation. Total force in the upward direction is equal to total force in the downward direction. The total forces in the downward direction are 2, that is mg downward में है और यहाँ पे है n2 cos 45. So total force in the upward direction is equal to n1 cos 30 will be equal to n2 cos 45 plus mg. So now over here, instead of n1 I will substitute root 2 n2. Now root 2 n2 cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2 is equal to n2 divided by root 2 plus mg. The mass given over here is 5 kg. So the mass given over here is 5 kg. So 5 into 10 will be equal to 50. So over here n2 will be equal to root 2 and root 2 will get cancelled out. So n2 I will take it as common, root 3 minus 1 divided by root 2 is equal to 50. Okay, so root 3 is equal to 1.7 approximately. So 1.7 minus 0.1 is equal to 0.7 divided by root 2. Root 2 is equal to 1.4 roughly is equal to 50. So if you see, roughly the answer will be 2 times. So n2 will be equal to, or 1 by 2 times, 0.7 divided by 1.4 will be roughly equal to 1 by 2. Okay, I have approximated many values. So 2 into 50 will be equal to 100. So I should get n2 approximately equal to 100 Newton. Okay, and n1 will be equal to root 2 times n2. So it should be 1.4. So it will be equal to root 2 is equal to 1.4. So it should approximately equal to 141 Newton. So if I see the values over here, n1 that is the force applied due to the 30 degree incline should be equal to 136.6 approximately, and the force applied by the 45 degree incline should be equal to 96.59, which is option number A.